Hey everybody, I'm Sylvia, the crafty old lady, and I hope you're happy, healthy, and safe. And today I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to put a background down. I'm going to choose one or two people, a pet, and three objects. I better write that down. One or two people, a pet, and three objects. And that will be my collage. So I've decided on this as my background. It is a garden in Woodstock, New York. Actually not too far from where I am, a couple hours maybe. But I'm going to put glue right on the page, and then I'm going to stick it down, and then we can trim it off. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I'm probably going to speed up this process, if not some other processes as well. So we had a beautiful day yesterday, and I had a doctor's appointment because I had been told by another doctor that I had a certain condition, and that I would have needed some treatment for that condition, even though the condition wasn't really bothering me, and it's not something that could, cause me to die or anything like that. So when I went to this doctor, she said, I don't need it unless I'm feeling symptoms of it. So I was really happy about that. Here's my background. I'm going to go ahead and trim it off because I don't want to glue anything on the parts that are going to eventually be trimmed off. So this is what we're doing. And I have my little bins over here of pets and people and objects. I feel like I've got more than one page here, but I guess I don't. Okay. Alright, so there we have that. And I will probably want to cover that up, the words up with something. Just not sure what yet. And now I've got to pick out my people. But I've got a bunch of people here. I'm really looking for something to use this on because I really like that image. Maybe grabbing onto somebody's head, But not on this, like this guy. That would actually work. But that's not for this one. We do have Martha Stewart sitting. She would have to be sitting on something, though. We've got this guy, which I don't like that you can't see his other arm. I don't know. Don't think I want that. And this girl I've been wanting to put on something. She kind of does look good there. And so I think I'm going to use her as my person, but maybe I could just check around and see if there's anything else. That would be weird. I do have a lot of images in here, and I want a bigger image. We could put these two. I don't know. They do match. She matches, but I kind of like her. We've got her. She needs a bigger page. What about him? No, he kind of blends in, actually. Where's some more bigger people? Nope. I think we're going to stick... Oh, here's somebody on a horse. And no, I'm going to use her, surprisingly. I was going to keep her for something special, and I guess this is it. I do have to find something that she can sit on for another collage. Okay, so we're going to put that out of the way. And now we're going to pick the pet. And I see this, which I wonder if that would go good. She's going to have to come down a little bit, so maybe they're a little bit too big. I have a feeling this pet part is going to be harder than I thought. They're kind of cute, though. What about laying in his bed? I don't think so. I had a really cute picture of a big dog, and now I can't find it anywhere. He's cute. And I also have a cat. I have this cat. It's a little bit too big, though. What about this cat? Too small. Yeah, I don't know what I did with the other dog I had. It was really cute. And now it's missing. I think this is it, actually. I think this is the dog I was talking about. But it doesn't fit on this one. I think he's our best bet. He's going to cover up well, maybe not. Maybe I could do that. I don't really want to cut up the bowling, or the rolling pin, but it looks like she's hitting him with the rolling pin. I don't know. I think, I don't know. It does look like she's getting ready to, swing it at him, which I don't like that. Maybe we need something down lower. But my feeling is I do like that the best so far. Too big. I don't know. I might have to fussy cut. We got this one. But that would still be... I'm going to fussy cut that one out and see how it looks. I don't like how it looks like she's getting ready to clobber the dog. But, we can pretend she's not getting ready to clobber the dog. But I am going to cut this guy out. He's got a little ball. I was just watching a special about training service dogs for people with autism. Rosie O'Donnell was the host, and I didn't know that she had a child with autism. But the dogs are actually trained by inmates of prisons, and they are helping the inmates as well as the people that actually need the service dogs, which I thought was so cool. But it must be hard for them to constantly be changing dogs, you know, because you get attached to them. And let's get this little ball cut out. Let's see how this one looks. Well, we could move him down. Actually, we could move him down too. Yeah, I think we'll just, no, can't move him down too much though. Maybe we'll move her over slightly. Maybe we'll put him there. I think that might be our best bet. Let's see. She's going to go here, just like that. I think he can go there. We'll cut his bottom off too. And now we need 3 objects. I've got all these objects here. Oh boy, not going to be easy to pick an object. That would fit perfectly over those words. Maybe as weird as that is, I think I'm going to keep it. I wonder if we could use food as an object. That's pretty. I think it's too big. Let's see. There's like a flower wreath. I wonder if we could do something with that. Could it go on the dog's head? Around his... Oh, I think it could. Let's try it. Like a little wreath around the dog. I don't know. It won't lay flat though, because it's not big enough. There, maybe that would be good. Oh, I can make it lay flat. I think we'll do that. So there's an object, and one more object. That's cute. I'm looking for somewhere to put these cups too, because they're cute. But they're so big. I'm going to keep them out though, because I might want to do something with them. Alright, what can we do now? Looking for one more object. No, I don't think that's the object I'm looking for. A couch. A big giant seashell. I actually do kind of like that. A money bag. A wagon. Books. I don't know. I think the seashell kind of covers up too much of the flowers. We need something though. I'm going to pause while I find what I'm looking for. Come up with 2 options for the other object. This birdhouse or this radio, which I feel like goes better with the TV. So I think this is what we're going to do. And I need to put the TV down first. That's my first thing I got to glue down. So let's do that, because that's covering up the words. And her head is going to be just a little bit on top of it. So I had found like a picnic basket, but I messed it up when I tried to fussy cut it out with my little blade. So, and I kind of blended in actually too. So this is going to go like that. And then I believe she is next. She's going to kind of go like this. She's going to be down here on the bottom and as far over as we can go with her elbow. But now I got to remember, we're going to put the dog down a little lower. So there. All right. Let's put her down next. I'm going to turn this over and see if I can glue her without making a mess, without ripping her up. I don't have to do the bottom part. Oops. Have you ever done little challenges for yourself like this? I got the idea actually from Pink Kitty. She does little challenges for herself. She comes up with them. And she had a person and a background, a person, a word, and I think a couple of objects. I forget exactly. And so for next I'm going to, I think I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of glue right here and keep that on him like that. And actually I think I better glue it all down on the front. Just slightly too small. I think if I just make a little slit like right here, it might work better. Maybe the slit has to be down lower. If I make too many slits, I will be in trouble. Oh well, I think that's the best I'm going to get. So let's put some glue on him and get him down. Okay. When I was in the doctor's office, I saw a magazine called Mary Jane's Farm, and it looked really pretty. And I think I'm going to try to get a subscription to it. Let's cut the bottom off here so we can see how it looks. Oops. Oh, that looks good. At least it doesn't look like she's... Well, maybe it still does look like she's going to clobber him, but it's not my intention. Let's just say that. Now we're going to put this radio on, if I can do it without ripping that up. So they're outside. She was watching too much TV, and her mother made her go outside, but she said, I'll go out if I can watch TV and listen to the radio outside. And so there you have it. I used to do that when I was a teenager. I'd go outside and bring my little tiny portable TV so I could watch all the soap operas after school. So that's that. I wonder if we could find a word. Let's see if we can find a word. Well, I found garden troublemakers, and I thought these two look like they're going to get into some mischief. And I thought garden troublemakers went pretty well with this collage. So that's what we're doing there. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up, give me a follow, and check out my vintage downloadable freebies on my Ko-fi page. Thanks so much for watching, and please come back again. And that's my collage for today. Bye bye, guys.